Hi, Kim again. Just going to show you guys how to do a neat pie nail art tutorial. First, we're going to start with strawberry daiquiri and apply a base coat to our nail stick. Once we've completed our base coat, we're going to pop it under the lamp and do a complete cure. You only need to have one base coat for this particular design because we're going to take our chrome powder and apply it. This one is number 3. It's called Quasar and it's a gorgeous red. Just going to dab the applicator in and rub it all over the nail stick. It's going to give us great coverage because of the chrome powder. And you just rub it in until it's completely covered and shiny and metallic. And then once you're done this, you just flip it over and take the other edge and wipe off any excess powder that might be hanging around. Next, we're going to seal the chrome powder to the nail using Clearly Frisky, which is our clear top coat or clear polish. And then you're going to pop it under the lamp and do a full cure. You have to make sure you seal it, otherwise the chrome powder will just rinse off. For the next step, we're going to use the following colors: In the Mood, Autumn in Montreal, and Lovey Dovee. Using a dotting tool, I'm just going to take a little bit of Autumn in Montreal and darken up In the Mood slightly. Next, I'm going to take my medium striping brush and I'm going to run it through the In the Mood combo and start drawing diagonal lines that is going to create the lattice work for our pie crust. You can space them however you want. You want them to obviously be fairly wide. So these 2 lines at the top here are actually going to be one piece of the pie crust. And I'm just going to continue to work down the nail. Once I've got the 2 lines drawn, I will go back and fill it in with the In the Mood color, just to make them a nice thick strip. If it's not quite even, you can always adjust the line as you work. And now I'm going to draw the same thing just a little bit lower and repeat the whole process. Once again, just filling it in so that the striping is nice and thick. And it looks like actual pie crust topping. You could add a little bit of yellow if you wanted to make it look a little bit more like an actual pie crust, that nice goldeny color, but I didn't for this particular design. I do put the polish on a touch thicker just so that it levels out nicely and completely covers that chrome. You could do it in 2 steps. You could do the first coat, cure, and then go back and do another one. But I found that it worked pretty good this way. Now I'm going to do a full cure. Now we're going to actually draw diagonal lines going the opposite direction. Doing the exact same thing, drawing 2 lines evenly spaced apart and then going back and filling it in. We will do some shading a little bit later on after we've cured these strips, and that will give it that kind of dimension of the overlapping of the lattice of the pie crust. For time's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and speed this section up. Once I'm done this top strip, I'm going to go down and do one a little bit further, just so that it creates that even spacing on the nail and we have the same amount of strips. Now that I'm happy with my placement, I'm going to do a full cure. I've zoomed in the next part of this video so you can actually see the detail work that I'm doing. I'm going in with my striping brush and I'm just adding some Autumn in Montreal where the strips overlap. And this is going to create that look of one being higher than the other and actually overlapping it. So I'm just putting strips of the Autumn in Montreal and then pulling my brush through it. And then down here, I'm going to go the opposite direction. So it looks like they're weaving in and out of each other. And I'm going to do it over in this corner as well. Same thing that I'm doing. Just drawing a line and then pulling it to create some shading. Just did a quick 10-second flash cure. cleaned off my brush, and now I'm going to use some Lovee Dovee, and I'm going to draw some straight white lines along the lattice work, and this is just going to help create some more definition. So on this particular one, it is above my autumn in Montreal, and then now I'm going to go the opposite direction, and it's still going to create some definition of the bottom piece. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. And this is just giving it more of a like 3D look. Once again, changing the direction. Now that that's complete, we're going to do a full cure. And last but not least, we're going to take Matter Effect Top Coat, and we're just going to apply it to the pie crust lattice work. So it actually gives it that matte, flat look like actual crust would look. Do a complete cure again. And once that's done, this is our completed pie lattice work nail. Isn't that cute? Thanks for watching. And if you like my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe.